Good morning, everyone. Do you have limited mobility? Is it hard for you to get up and change the thermostat in your house? Or would you like to be able to control the temperature in your house from anywhere from down the block to the other side of the world? Or how about you just want to monitor what the temperature is set at in your house? Maybe you're away and the kids like to crank it down to meat locker temperatures, and you'd like to know this. And you can then crank it back up where it's supposed to be, and you can lock it so they can't do it again. All this coming up right after this. Okay, in case we haven't met, my name is John Bell. I'm a retired school teacher and a full-time YouTuber. And the product that we're doing today is the Emerson Sensi Wi-Fi Smart Thermostat. Okay, now this is part 2. This is how to hook up the thermostat to the smartphone app. Okay, now I'll put part 1 up here. That was the unboxing and installation. If you haven't seen that, you might want to click on that, watch this before you come, make sure you install it correctly before you go to hook it up to your app. Okay, let's see. Here is the thermostat. You can see I ordered this on October 5th, and it's working real well. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, let's see, okay, I'm going to show you how you load the app. Okay, if you've got an Android, you go to the Play Store. If you have a Apple, you go to the iOS store. You download the app. The app works exactly the same in both instances, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, to do it, first of all, like I said, you have to go to the Play Store and type in Sensi. Okay, you can see it's the first one here because I was just doing it. Click on the Sensi from Emerson and install it. Now, this is real time, okay? I'm not cutting this out or anything. This only takes a few minutes. Okay, then you press open. And there you get it. Now you have to create an account, okay, if you haven't done it before. And to create account, first name, last name, phone number, email, verify the email, password, verify a password. Okay? And that is how you load the app. Okay, very straightforward. Okay, and now I'm going to be taking you into how you pair the app on your cell phone, on your smartphone, to the thermostat. Now I got a split screen on this, so showing you what's on your smartphone and what's on the thermostat. Now the thermostat doesn't really do much, but there are a few things that you need to know. Now you have to remember, number 1, okay, this will only work on the 2.4 gigahertz band. So like my cable modem, for instance, it's from Comcast, and it works, it puts out on 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. I cannot use the 5 gigahertz. It will not pair with it. As a matter of fact, I haven't found any smart home device that'll pair with 5 gigahertz yet. They're all stuck in 2.4 gigahertz for whatever reason. Okay, so without further ado, let's start that. Okay, now the first thing you do, it says thermostats will appear on the screen after being added. To add one, press the plus button. Okay, we have a Wi-Fi thermostat, not a touch, and yes, it is on the wall. So we're going to press that. Okay. And then, now on the wall, we're going to press the menu button and then the mode button, okay? You see it says wireless is off, so I have to press the up or down key to make it on, and then go to next, okay? And then now connect. Okay, now you notice up there in the corner, the Wi-Fi symbol is blinking, okay? Right there. Now, on the app, I press next, and it comes up, select your Sensi network. Well, we only have one, so that's it. Click next. Now, enter your PIN. You remember your PIN from part 1? Okay, that was on the back of that blue book. Okay, right there. Okay, that's the number we want to put in. So we go ahead and put in that number. It automatically puts the dashes in for you. You don't have to worry about that. And when we got it in, we press next. Okay, now we have to pick our network. Remember, 2.4 gigahertz. So there it is. And now we'll go down to next. Okay. Now this is the password for your network. This is not a made-up password. This is the password for you to log on to your network. Okay. So put in your password and verify it. Afterwards, it will come up and say configuring thermostat. Okay. This may take a moment. Okay, now you notice the blinking light is no longer blinking over here in the upper left-hand corner. It's solid. Okay, now we're still not done with the app though. It wants us to name it. Well, I just named it Sensi. Press the locate me. It'll fill out a bunch of the fields for you when you locate it, because you want to register this. You get a 3-year warranty with it, so you might as well register it. Okay, this is the wrong address, so I'm going to make the correction on this. Okay, after that, it will say, did a contractor install it? If so, put their number in. And then it says setup complete. You can see I put the, on the left side there, I put it up showing you. Now, there's the, see, room temperature set to 80. It is 80. And on both the right side there, the representation, the recording off the smartphone, and the actual smartphone that was on there, it said 80 degrees. Now, you're paired, okay? You can use it. When I leave the house, what I like to do is, if I'm going to be gone for the day, is I like to crank the temperature up 5 degrees. Okay, and then when I'm done doing whatever I had to do for the day, whether it's working or you know, just out shopping or whatever, then like a half an hour, 45 minutes, you know, like when I start to drive home or whatever, then I'll go on my app and I'll put it down to 80 degrees. Okay, and then by the time I get home, it's 80 degrees. Which is fine, you know, down here in South Florida. And it also works on what do you call it, heating, you know, so, you know, you just, that's in reverse, you know, you, if when I leave the house, I would set it up. Now, there is a part of the app that has a thing, it's in beta now, but it has a thing called geofencing. And geofencing is just what it sounds like, a geographical fence, okay, around your house, okay, and if you go more than 3 miles away, it will kick up the temperature in your home on air, okay, it will kick it up 3 degrees. When it senses that you're back within that 3-mile range, regardless of whether it be tomorrow or next week or whatever, okay, then it will kick it back down to 3 degrees. By the time you get home, it's the right temperature. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use the app. Now this is from Sensi. I downloaded it. It's called their Navigation Scheduling Guide. Okay, and It works on both iOS and Android. Okay, here's all the model numbers that it works on. Okay. Now the thing I wanted to show you about it is this is how to navigate through it. Okay, if you want to add a new device, you press the plus key up there. If you want to change your account information, you press your picture in the upper right hand corner. If you want to, now this is showing two thermostats, okay, downstairs and upstairs. If you want to change the temperature, it's up arrow, down arrow, you know, or whatever. And this is the thermostat name. If I go to the thermostat name arrow, I get more options, okay? One of which would be, if I pick the top one here, downstairs home, okay, you can see over here it has, it goes full screen, and you can then do scheduling. If you have a perfect, well, not a, you know what I mean by perfect job. In other words, you have a 9-to-5 job. It's always 9 to 5, Monday through Friday and everything. Well, you can schedule this to, if you're using AC, you can schedule this to turn up the AC to whatever you want when you leave at, you know, 7 o'clock, 7:30, whatever, you know. And then at 5:30, when it's time to come back, you can set it to go down back to your normal temperature. Okay. Now, remember, I also said it has geofencing, okay? That's temperature control based on whether you're home or not. So, if you're the type of person that always has your cell phone with you, this would be very handy, okay? If you turn that on, it's just a little slide switch, geofencing. It will be, every time you go more than 3 miles away, it'll kick the temperature up 3 degrees, and when it senses you're inside that 3 miles, it'll kick it down 3 degrees. Okay? Or, when you leave the house, you can manually on the thermostat kick it up 5 degrees if you wanted to, and then use the app on your way home to kick it back down to 5 degrees. So, you do. But you're going to save a lot of money on your electric bill doing that. Okay, so you select the thermostat you want to you want to edit, excuse me. And then you do the schedule, okay? And you can name the schedules, like a cooling schedule or vacation, you know, whatever. You press the plus button to add a new one, of course. Okay, and then you set the schedule. Okay, you press create new. Okay, and then you set it for what days you want it. Each individual day. You know, if you're off on Wednesday and you don't want to playing around with the AC, just don't pick Wednesday. This is showing regular Monday through Friday. Okay, have a schedule. I leave the house, it goes up. I come home, it goes back down. Okay, on Saturday and Sunday, I'm home all day, so leave it alone. Okay, basically. And then, of course, you tell it what temperatures you want at what time. For instance, you might be leaving for work at 7 o'clock in the morning, okay, but your spouse doesn't leave until 8. So you might not want to be playing around with the thermostat until after 8 o'clock. And then, of course, after you have everything done, you press save, and there it goes. And then it shows you that there's a, down at the bottom here, okay, it shows you that there's a schedule that it's running. So very handy. Very, very easy to do. Now, I've hooked this up. I've had this about 2.5 weeks. I've been using it. It works perfect, okay? If I set it for 78 degrees, it's set exactly 78 degrees, never goes lower, never goes higher, okay? If I use the app and crank it up to 85, it'll stop cooling, and it will not start cooling until it gets to 85, which I found out in my house down here, even though it is South Florida and that sun's beating down. Okay, at this time of year, the temperature in the house will only get up to about 82, 83 max. Okay, because it's only in the high 80s outside. So, and then of course, when I get ready to come back, I crank it back down to normally 80, and voila. Okay, when I walk in the house, it's nice and cool, and there you go. Okay, remember cards? I'll put cards up here to the other parts of this thing. And until next time, which is pairing it to Alexa, I shall see you. Thank you for watching.
This is John Bell, thanking you for watching reviews. If you see this on Facebook, please like it. If you see it on YouTube, please subscribe. Until the next time, I wish you good luck and good night. May God bless.